When you see those beautiful granny squares and you just want to make as well. So it's kind of like, in the middle you have a magic ring and then it's kind of color change as well. So let's go to work and make those beautiful things. So on the longer way, I will kind of give you some few tricks how you can keep those like, in a square. So take your yarn and we gonna start with the magic ring. So your tail you're keeping and just make sure your working yarn it's over your tail, yes. And we gonna make magic ring. You just take a two, pulling through, pulling through, and then make a chain of four. One, two, three, four. Then keep the tail like ring all together. Then I will make three double crochet. It is US, UK will be treble. So you make three of them. Two and three. So it's one cluster corner, chain of two. Then making another next cluster, uh, three double crochet, US, UK will be treble. That is chain of two. Next side another cluster, three double crochet, a double crochet it is US, UK will be treble crochet. So and chain of two. So you made one, two, three, and fourth cluster. You just kind of remember when you make a chain of four, that would be count. You can keep that tight. Like if it's too wide, you can a little bit tail just pull it. Don't close it. Yes, just kind of keep you more manageable for you. Yes. So I need. So when I make a chain of four, it's chain of three. First counts as a double crochet. US, UK, it's treble crochet, and for corner I actually make just only chain one. So I will explain why I am keeping like that. So two more double crochet, just kind of make like full four sides. Now you can pull the tail close, so you just kind of locking in, yes. Now on the third chain, one, two, one, two, and a third. I like to do in a like you just kind of in the middle in here. You see, just kind of that one. Its case leaves in here and two up here. You make a slip stitch. That is your first round. Round two. So you in a corner in here you have one chain in here, yes. You making a slip stitch in a corner, yes. Now I'm making chain of four. One, two, three, four. Now in a corner I do three double crochet. Double crochet it is US, UK it's a treble. Now in a corner, so you make three double crochet, US, UK it's a treble crochet. Now make a chain of two. So I to keep your your square like a square, I try to pull. Don't I try turn this way in a corner like a keeping in here. I'm making three double crochet. You literally putting your square what way you want to go. That way you keep your square one, you are not pulling your everything on the side. Yes. So next corner, So you're keeping like that in here. So finishing side, 3 double crochet in a corner, double crochet, it is US, UK will be treble. So in a corner chain of 2. Now I actually kind of turning like that I will be working this way. So I keep this cluster in here, in the same in the corner, I'm making 3 double crochet. Double crochet, it's US, UK, it will be treble. So you see, kind of like you kind of like pulling your everything is kind of in a corner. Now next corner, 3 double crochet, US, UK, it is treble, chain of 2. Now you are turning, you are doing this side now, making in the same corner in here, making 3 double crochet, US, UK, it is treble crochet. Now we are coming in to this corner in here, and the same time we gonna change a color as well. So now you make 2 double crochet. So now we gonna change a color. Changing color, I actually kind of think where to kind of like putting. I will gonna cut the yarn in here. With this, I don't have to weave in any ends. So pull a little bit this one, rip like frog off that first stitch. Now I'm taking next yarn. As I'm taking next yarn, I'm doing that square knot, yes. So it's kind of like coming over there. As I coming in here, this one, this yarn keeps up. This one you are putting on a behind. So this one you are actually going to take a loop inside in here. So as you see, you have 2 loops in here, one in here and one in here, and try to keep those loops together, yes, and pulling at the same time. That makes a really secure knot, that it doesn't fail, like doesn't gets off, so it's kind of keeps, and you can keep kind of cut pretty much close to knot, and it's kind of, you see, it keeps hold it. Then we are do that back double crochet. So just make sure it's kind of goes. So the knot weaves in here, you see, in here. So now we are making slip stitch in a chain of third chain. So you have one weave in here middle, and that it belongs to that double crochet. In US, UK will be treble crochet, that V stitch in here. You making slip stitch. You see how this knot, it actually goes underneath. You see? Really underneath in here, okay? So now in a corner we are doing slip stitch. Now making chain of 4. 1, 2, 3. If you have a yarn but it's actually kind of, you have like very stringy, just make sure you are actually picking up all those threads. In a corner, that it's chain of 3, it will be as your double crochet. US, UK will be treble, and the chain of 1, it's in a like for your corner. And now 3 double crochet US, UK, it will be treble. So that is your first corner. So you have like in here. I'm actually doing a chain of 1 because when you are going like when it's making one more, so it just kind of goes too wide that opening, so it just kind of keeps all that nice and closed. In the same time, you can weave in your tail if you want. You weave in now. So I like to weave in straight away because it just makes that beginning, then it's done and dusted. So it just kind of, you just need to weave in your first one and at the end one. You just, and all in the middle when you're changing your colors, you don't need weave in any ends. So I like to go few times, go back and forward, just kind of making a kind of secure that the tail. Okay, and cut off. So let's do that third round. So you would did set a corner in here. In the middle, you need 3 double crochet, US, UK, it's a treble crochet. In a corner, just kind of try keep like this way, yes. Just kind of like, no, it just make your, like, no, your square, like, no, keep like a square. It doesn't go in a different shape, yes. Or round. Then chain of 2 for corner. Now as you're turning, so you're keeping your square in like, no, your side, goes up here. So now in a corner you're making 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. And you are going all round, yes. So it's in a side 3 double crochet. Oops. So in the side you go 3 double crochet. Double crochet, it is US, UK will be treble crochet. In a corner, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain of 2, and 3 double crochet. So all way up till end, yes. So and I meet you in end when you are actually kind of finished. So now we are at the end now in here. So to finish corner, you do 2 more double crochet. You see, as you are doing in here, you are literally hiding that knot in here, yes? You don't even see it. Now we need to change a color again. So take in here when you will be change your color with a bit frog off, cut it, and take a next yarn and do again your, just remember when you are actually kind of doing your knot in here, it is square knot and it's kind of loop, it goes, loop goes up and loop goes down, and you are actually literally pulling That way you make secure knot, and you can close enough to cut it that you don't see any tails whatsoever. You see, it's all tails are cut, you don't even see it. And now go again back that double crochet, and you see that like no, literally this one, as you're doing slip stitch in here on a chain of 3, yes, as you're doing slip stitch, that knot is actually hiding in between that one in here. You see, it goes literally under in here. Going next round, you're going slip knot and just repeat the process in here. It's just kind of keep going. So it's now will be chain of 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be corner. So first 3 chains will be as a double crochet, and chain of 1 it will be 4 corner. Now we're making 3 double crochet. That will be corner. And now do in each those spaces you making 3 double crochet. You can make a corner as a granny square as big as you like it, yes. So 2, 3. So remember, on the sides in each that spacing you have a cluster of 3. In a corner you make 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain of 2, double crochet. It is US, UK will be treble crochet. And remember, when you are a corner, yes, try not to do like this one, because when you do like this one, it's just kind of like no corner, it tries to go in a one sideway, yes. So when you're actually kind of turning and doing your corner this way, it tends to keep your corner like no, it's a square one, yes. So as you're going all around, yes. So remember, so as you're going all around, so in a corner you have a cluster of 3 double crochet, chain of 2, 3 double crochet, it is US, UK will be treble, and all way around, so inside. And to finish, like no, if you want to go round up again, so you're doing like no, to finish off your corner, yes, and you're doing slip stitch on a third one. So you can finish in here when you want to finish in here, so you can like cut your yarn and pull your yarn out, yes, and then you're doing your uh weaving in. If you want to go to next round, so you do again slip stitch, chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in a corner again you do 3 double crochet, it is US, UK will be treble crochet. And then it's your, when it's you have a chain space, like in here, not, it's not a chain space, but between clusters, yes, you making 3 double crochet. And then you go all the way like all around, and you can make your as big as you like it. Just kind of remember in a corner you have a 3 double crochet, the UK will be treble, chain of 2, 3 double crochet, UK will be treble crochet, and in each one you're doing that like no, it's all way around. Yes, so as you are finishing up, like no, I'm just kind of like no, I will show how I actually finish that granny square. To finish, you make to finish granny square, so you making in here slip stitch. So if you want what kind of yarn I'm actually using it, just stick for a bit around and I show you what kind of yarn I use. So you weave in your ends, you see, like I'm actually pulling through, and I just kind of try to V stitch. So you are just kind of pulling, and you see that in here I actually kind of put in here, around in here, and in the middle of that V stitch I actually pulling through. Then I'm actually going in that, yeah, back in here, going down, and where is that in here, you're actually making few back and forward few times, just keep yarn tail in, yes, and then it's kind of like no, you are cutting your yarn. So that's your corner, granny square. I particular for this one I used Bellissima Stylecraft double knit. So it's just kind of like it's yeah, yarn itself it can be very kind of flaky. It can be very flaky, but I like it that a feely, and it's kind of can be really shine and everything. So it's kind of really nice. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment. Thank you.